Hi there, Pierrette White for As We Heal Each Other. Today I am going to work again for my second time with some kids' playing cards, which I decided to put sayings on it with whatever was showing. Don't know if you can see that. Whatever they told me, and who's they? I never know who they are, but they're always looking out for me. See, can you see there? Get ready for anything. I think I'm seeing it the other way. Anything. Yep, get ready for anything. Can you see that he's getting ready? Wait, take that down. He's got his sword ready to rip it out, and maybe on the defensive side. Could it be that he's on the defensive side? So, this is a message. So, let's see if I was to ask a question, what would be my answer? Would it be a good one? Would it be something I would like? Because sometimes we go, oh, has that ever happened to you? You go somewheres to a reader, and a reader is a fortune teller or crystals or whatever they use, they read it. So that's why I call it a reader. Okay? It's not like reading a book. But it is the reading the energy. That's mostly what that's called. Reading the energy. So these cards were made up. Someone made these cards first, and then I chose to be cheap or frugal and tried to see if there's something else I could do with them. Because I don't have any kids anymore. Well, smaller kids. I do have grandkids. But let's see what, if I was to ask a question, what would be the answer? We're all going to find out at the same time. Let's see. I did not prepare a question, so I'm going to have to make one up, right? I don't know. Oh, one fell. And I don't know what it is because it's upside down, and I'm going to really be having a hard time to pick it up. So, all right. Will I be having a pet? Will we be having a pet? I already know the answer, but let's see what the card's going to say. All right. It's Dr. Dan, and Dr. Dan is a dentist. Dr. Dan has to be precise to what he's doing when he's working on teeth. See that? With age, something happens to your teeth. Unfortunately. But this is precisions. Okay? Precisions. And let's see if I can. Okay. For me, when I ask the question, will I have a pet? Is there any precision in that? Nah, maybe not. But I'm at a certain age. Yes, I am. The golden years. And to have an animal depends on what your needs or wants are. I do not need one, nor do I want one, because my choosing of needs is that I would like to travel, even if it's just a day trip. I've had the experience of having animals before. You really have to be devoted. It's like having a child, but sometimes that child never grows up. And you're always taking care of it. And they're always with you. Because sometimes you can't seem to have a minute to yourself. Now, saying that, some people that would be wonderful. And yes, if that's what you are, a person that really loves to have someone there all the time, like an animal or whatever you want to call it, your baby, it's fine. But for me, that would like to just get up and go. See, where I'm living now is I have a choice. I am fortunate. I am blessed to have a car and to be able to say, I can run that car, start the car, and go anywhere I choose. I'm fortunate for that. There would have been times, oh, believe me, where I had to take, and this is how I used to do it. I had 7, because it's 7 days in a week. I had 7 strips of paper, okay, about yay big. And on the paper, it said close, 5 were close, 2 were long distance. Now, long distance meant the next town over, which would be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 at the most. That would be the long distance. You couldn't go that far. In gas. So I had absolutely no money. Oh, when I say no money, I really mean it. No money. So if I had that day taking the car and gone out somewheres, that would be like, say, to the store, okay, for 5 minutes, grocery store, and then come back home. That would be 1 paper. That would be the close. And if it would be to the next town to bring my daughter, at that time I had my daughter, to bring her to a friend's house, I could not pick her up because I had no gas to pick her up. And if I used the other extra one, that meant I wasn't going anywhere. Yep. So if someone would have asked me a favor and I needed to go somewheres and use one of those little strips, that meant I was going without. And it was hard. So I know how that works, being on that side too. But for having an animal, precise observation. Okay, precise observation is when I consider all the options, the money, the time, the devotion, what I'd be leaving behind. And when I say leaving behind, would be my freedom, because you are attached to that animal. You need to find someone that's going to care for that animal. I am allergic. Yep. Can you believe it? I'm allergic to certain things. Better now because I took some needles for the longest time. And I also had allergy pills that I take, and I know how to meditate. So when I get into the situation where I have to almost take the EpiPen, I control it with the meditating state first, because I've been doing this since I was a kid, not showing anybody that how bad I was, but sometimes you could tell because my eyes were just like this and they were swollen up. My face would be swollen up, and or I could go so yeah. So I just wanted to see what this was going to bring me if I asked the question of, am I going to have an animal? And, well, if I look at it again, precise observation. So what do you think? What is the precise observation that you would have if you were to have an animal? So, these are just little playing cards that I chose to do and have fun with. Can you see that? She's doing a nice portrait, and it says, create it, make it your own. This is what I did with the cards, right? Imagine. So, if you are willing to try it, buy yourself a deck of cards, playing cards for kids. Maybe it's $1, maybe it's $2. Or maybe someone's going to give you some that they had for their kids, even cheaper. Whatever works. Try it. See if that works for you. So, on that note, now that I've been rambling, this is a longer video. Sorry. I'm sending you energy, love, and a great big hug to you, and yes, that's you. Bye now. Till next time, I hope.